so I want to talk to y'all about my new giving key. It says even when, and I'm going to get to that message in just a little bit. My last giving key said fearless, which now I got that tattoo, so I don't really need that anymore. But I still hung on to that fearless giving key because it actually got me through a lot of things. You know, not technically the necklace itself got me through things, but being able to hold on to that whenever the scary times came, I'd say, okay, I'm fearless in the name of Jesus. I'm fearless in the name of Jesus. And if you're not familiar with the giving key concept, what it is it's a key that has a word on it. And basically you get the key, or you get the word, it's like love, joy, peace, patience, courage, brave, fearless, whatever it is. You pick out the word that means the most to you and to your life. And then you try to like speak that word into your life and get better at it. Well, then when you come to a place of contentment with that word and you see somebody that needs it more than you, you pass the key on. So I just met this girl, beautiful, and she needed the key more than I did, and so I passed the fearless key on, and I was thinking, you know what new key am I gonna get? And I ended up getting this one that says even when. I got it custom done because I wanted something that really applied to my life, and this did, and I'll tell you the meaning behind it. Is in Psalms 46, and listen to this. It says, God is our refuge and our strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. So we will not fear even when the earthquakes come and the mountains crumble into the sea. Let the oceans roar and foam and let the mountains tremble as the waters surge, because a river brings joy into the city of our God, the sacred home of the Most High. God dwells in that city and it cannot be destroyed. From the very break of day, God will protect it. Even when the nations are in chaos and the kingdoms crumble, when God's voice thunders, the whole earth melts. The Lord of heaven's armies is here among us. And it goes on to say, be still and know that God is God. So for me, what I took from that is, even when the bad times come, what we have to do is we have to be still and we have to not be afraid. And the reason we're able to not be afraid is because we know what God is doing for us. He's protecting us, He's covering us, and He's providing a place of joy and a place of rest and a place of peace. But in order to know where God is in those times, you have to know who God is before the hard times come. And that's kind of the concept that I want to talk to y'all about today. Because in this passage, it doesn't say, even if the earthquakes come, even if even when. You see, guys, bad times and hard times are going to come. And right now, you may be sitting in an awesome time in your life, a great season, and you're like, well, I don't need to think about that. This message doesn't have to do with me. But I'm going to tell y'all, and I hate to break this to you, but things will happen. And how are you going to handle yourself then? So in order to know where God is in those times, you have to beforehand know who God is. And so for me, in battling anxiety and fear, I was thinking, I'm going to kind of relate this to my life. For me, it's going to be very hard, but even when the storms come, that's when I have to be still. The storms are terrifying to me. I'm so scared of them. Whenever, when it says be still and know, there is nothing about me that is still in a storm. I freak out when tornadoes come. I'm louder than the sirens. I'm the crazy girl. Everybody's like, holy crap, calm down. I cannot calm down. I'm freaking out. But I want to calm down. I want to be chill. And how do I do that? God, how do I do that when this is just my personality? That's what I would say. But it's not my personality. That's a struggle. That was an insecurity of mine. That was a fear of mine. And in order to be able to be okay and to be able to trust God in that is knowing that even when and even if or whatever, that there is somebody protecting me. There's somebody covering me. In 2 Kings, there's this story about Elisha and his servant. And Elisha's servant woke up and he saw that this army was there. They had shown up in chariots and all this stuff. And he was afraid and he was anxious. And he said, Elisha, wake up. The chariots are here. And Elisha woke up and he had peace and he had contentment. And he looked at his servant and he said, God, enlighten his eyes to see your victory. I think that's amazing. I think that's so amazing because as soon as he did, his eyes were enlightened. He was able to see God's army on the other side. Sometimes when those things happen, we wake up in fear and panic. That's because we didn't prepare ahead of time. It's like when it's raining and you're in the car and you hadn't already grabbed your umbrella, then you're too late. But whenever you put your umbrella in the car when it's still sunny and then you get stuck in the rain, you had prepared, so you had the umbrella to protect you and to cover you. For me, I want to be like Elisha. I want to be able to, whenever the storms come or whenever the bad times come, not even have to pray for myself and for my contentment and for me to be fearless, but for me to be able to be so still that I can look at the person beside me and say, God, enlighten his eyes. Because I see your victory, but God enlighten his eyes so that he can see the river of joy in the city of God, so he can see that you're here from the very break of day protecting him, so that he can be still and know that you are here and that you are God. For me and for you guys, I want to challenge y'all to be able to be that person. If you're not that person, if you're still this person, that servant, pray for yourself so that you're able to, your eyes are enlightened, but then also don't stop there. Get to the place where you don't even have to pray for yourself as much in those scary times, because you're already still, but you get to pray for the person beside you. I think that's amazing. So if you've been saying even if, stop saying even if and say even when, and start preparing. Start to know who God is so that you are able to know where he is. And also, guys, what was I? I lost track. I was going to say, well, I have no idea. Anyways, just, what the heck? I can't YouTube. I can't. But I love y'all. And I'm praying for y'all. And I pray that even when tough times come, even when the boyfriend cheats, even when the parents get divorced, even when somebody passes, even when the whole school goes against you, even when you feel very ugly, even when you feel very afraid, that you're able to be still, you're able to know that God is protecting you, and you're able to feel safe, and your eyes are enlightened. That's my prayer for all of you today, that your eyes are enlightened to the truth, to the beauty, to the security, to the safety, and that you're able to provide that peace for friends around you. So I love y'all. Thank you for sticking with me, and thank you for being patient even when I'm crazy. Love y'all.